with a mini manicure sesh because Valentine's Day is coming up, but by the time you're watching this, it's probably already Valentine's Day, but I wanted to kind of pamper myself because I think it's important to give yourself some self-love, and what better way to do it than to, you know, celebrate yourself with a little pamper sesh. So I'm gonna do a little mini manicure session in celebration for Valentine's Day, and yeah, I'm really excited and nervous at the same time because I usually never do anything like this at all. And the last time I actually had a proper manicure was when I was like 10 years old, and that was when I was like overseas. So for some reason, now that I'm older, I really want to have nice nails, and I don't know why. I guess I'm just getting more into my feminine energy and being okay with like treating myself, pampering myself, and yeah, but more of that later. Right now I have this manicure set, and yeah, hopefully everything goes well because I don't know how this works, but let's just hope things go well. So let's see. This is for bare hands because I wanted to get some press-on nails, but that didn't happen. So I just have one for bare nails, but I think that's okay because I don't need anything too fancy. I like how it came with like this cute little white little pouch, and it came with 2 cuticle pusher sticks. So this is what my bare nails look like. I've grown them out, and past me would have literally died from having this long of nails. I really like my nails super short, but like I said, I really wanted to have longer nails. For some reason, I'm just more like drawn to longer nails. The first step is I want to take this orange stick and push back my cuticles. Hopefully you can see this. And I'm just gonna go and boop, 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 like this, and push back my cuticles. And while I push back my cuticles, I really wanted to take this time to talk about love, specifically self-love. I feel like we don't need to have, or growing up, right? Now that I'm older, I realized that after like being in a few relationships, I've felt that being single is like the best thing that ever happened to me, you know? And it's not because I like dodged a bullet or, you know, multiple bullets, but because being single has really taught me valuable lessons, like loving yourself. You push this back. Is this part of the cuticle? I think so. Let me just push this back. But yeah, like loving yourself, and why loving yourself is so important, and why it's the only love that matters and the only love that I need in my life. You know, if you don't love yourself, if you don't respect yourself and treat yourself in a loving manner, then how can you even expect other people to treat you in a loving way? How can you treat other people in a loving way? Am I doing it? Am I even pushing back my cuticles? You see this? And I think there was like a trend a couple of years back where there's this thing called self-love isn't selfish, and that's true. You know, self-love isn't selfish. I think so. Actually, when I was one of my favorite psychic mediums on YouTube who does like tarot readings, I forget who, because there's like several that I really love and I really follow and listen to their readings, but one of them, she said something like that actually the word selfish isn't inherently bad. You know, it's just society conditioning us to think that the word selfish is really bad and it has a really negative meaning. You know, like, oh, this person is so selfish because they just think about themselves. And she said that selfish isn't really bad. You know, it's not. It's just like the way that we see it and that society conditions us to see it. And I think like, yeah, there are some people who are a little bit selfish in the negative way, but then there are some people who need to be more selfish. You know, growing up, I've always been like a people pleaser, and it's not because that's just the inherent nature. Is basically like a survival instinct for me. You know, I really like, when I was little, I really just like, I'm gonna do what I want, I'm gonna think who I want, and I'm not gonna apologize, right? And I was really fierce when I was little, but because of like, you know, okay, I'm using my left hand and it's getting a little tricky, but I think I get to it. So, yeah, so because of like, you know, people who are toxic to me growing up, especially when I was at a very young age, I became more of a people pleaser, right? Because I was after like being very bold and fierce, people were very like toxic. Like they would, like, I don't know, but I became less fierce and less bold and less me. And I became more of a people pleaser. And what I learned growing up is that I need to be way more selfish. And that's not bad. It's just meaning that I am not going to be apologetic, right? I'm going to be unapologetically me. I'm going to say what is on my mind, whether that hurts other people or not. And I'm going to set my boundaries straight. If I don't want to do something, I'm going to say it out loud and be like, hey, I don't want to do that, you know? Or somebody says something that's a little bit out of their boundaries, I'm going to be like, hey, you know, I don't like the way you said that. You know, I'm basically like having boundaries, and boundaries is not a bad thing. Boundaries is basically teaching other people how you want to be treated, and if other people have an issue with that, that's on them, that's not on you, you know? As long as you are happy and you set your boundaries straight, and you know, you don't, because being a people pleaser, let me tell you, is so tiring, and people really start to abuse you and manipulate you and use you for their own benefit, and you kind of dim your own light. And I've like, you know, I dimmed my own light, but now I'm finding my own light back. I'm being unapologetically me and just doing the things that I want to do and say things I want to say, whether that does hurt somebody or not. I'm gonna do it because I can. You know, I can. So yeah, I was a people pleaser, and I'm like reclaiming my power, you know, reclaiming my power, reclaiming my voice. Is this really like, I don't know, you can see that it's, I don't know if you can see, oh, where's, hello, okay. You can see top of the nail, it's a little bit shiny. Ooh, I did something okay for once. Okay, I'm gonna keep on doing that. I can't really keep my nails flat while I do this, so just bear with me. But yeah, I basically learned to reclaim my power, and boy, was it a tough lesson that the universe wanted me to learn. But you know, it was all for the best. It was definitely all for the best. And yeah, like all those toxic relationships, not just like romantically, but like platonically, like friendships, even like parentals, like, you know, relationship with your own parents, and just yeah, learning to say, like, you know, sometimes learning to you know, give them the bird, flip that middle finger and be like, well, you know, F you, like, I'm not gonna keep on doing this anymore because, you know, you're this toxic relationship has to stop. How can you like expect to give someone else love, or for other people to give you love, when you don't even love yourself? You know, the way you treat yourself, other people can pick that up, and if you treat yourself poorly, other people will be like, oh yeah, I can, like, this is how they want to be treated, I'm gonna treat them poorly too. And because if you keep on thinking, so here's the thing, when I was little, I always had, like, oh, it's pretty good, self-sabotaging and like deprecating thoughts, right? Because so many people have just brought me down a lot, you know? They've really, I just met so many toxic people in my life at a very like young age, because because once I got older, I was able to say like F you and like no, you know, actually say no, because when I was little I couldn't say no, and I couldn't say what I wanted to say. But yeah, when I was little I had so much like self deprecating thoughts, and other people pick up on that energy. Other people can pick up on your energy, and they will probably think like, oh, just because, you know, so and so is like have this self-deprecating like energy and thoughts, and you know, I can treat them like that, you know. And growing up, I had to like shift my mindset to be like, oh, you know, I love this about me, I love that about me, I'm such a badass, I look really stunning in this clothes today, or I'm really good at like this skill, and I'm not gonna like apologize for it or pretend to be so humble. But of course I'm not cocky either, but like celebrate yourself, man. You know, don't just like say all these self-sabotaging things to yourself. Celebrate yourself. So, yeah, and it was really a hard, tough lesson to learn, because it's not easy to like reprogram your mind, especially if you've been on like this, if you have like a habit that you do or a mindset that you have because you needed to survive, right? You've been surviving for so long, and this is how you survived. So basically you're telling yourself to like throw that out. Don't, you know, throw that survival instinct out and implement something new. And man, it was so tough to reprogram my mind. But through reprogramming my mind, yeah, I feel like I've totally not totally, I'm still learning, but I've gained so much more like confidence. I don't do a lot of like deprecating thoughts like at all anymore. You know, the majority of my thoughts is like, oh, like, let's not think negatively. Let's always think positively. It's such a beautiful day, it's a nice day, I've done a good job, instead of like, oh, I suck, or like, oh, no one will love me. Because like I said, yeah, the love that matters is my own love, and that's what's really true. Because if you think about it, there's like romantic love, but sometimes it's not very like, how do you say it, lasting. It's not lasting and sometimes true. And the most truest form and pure form of love is your own love, right? That will be like, you know, everlasting. And so that's the only love that you need, is just your own love. And yeah, you can't really expect to fill up, you know, everyone's cups when you don't even have your cup filled up. You know, you're like, basically you're like setting yourself on fire to warm others, and that's no. You know, you don't want to set yourself burning just to keep other people warm. You know, you don't want that, right? Of course you want to keep other people warm, but don't set yourself on fire to do it. Anyways, I don't want things to get too depressing, and I feel like things have been pretty depressing. So on a lighter note, you know, we should celebrate ourselves, and I am doing that by pampering myself with a manicure. And what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Yeah, there's a lot of like manicure sets too that you can check out, as well as you can buy the cuticle oil separately, polisher separately, and all that stuff. And yeah, again, you know, I didn't really buy any press-on nails, but this form of like natural hands care is also really nice and refreshing and therapeutic, and just like spending time to give yourself a nice little treatment is just really nice. I was going to let my hands kind of like soak in a what was it, like I was gonna make like a hand spa. I bought some bath salts, and I was gonna like give my nails a little spa time, but I just showered and I did not want my hands to get really like dry and wet again. And yeah, so I decided to just do this, and I think this is good by itself without the spa. I feel really good just taking some time out in the day to give myself a nice little pamper sesh, especially because yeah, our lives are just so busy, and I think we don't really take the time, you know, to really like pamper ourselves. And I think you should pamper yourself more often. I think I will pamper myself more often. I'll try to like maybe use this manicure set like, I don't know, when is a good time to use it? Like every 2 weeks or so? Every 2 weeks, just like care for my nails like this. Yeah. Just rubbing the oil in to my nails and into my cuticles. Okay, I think I've done a pretty good job of rubbing the oil into my nails. And now, yeah, this is my nails guys, ooh, I'm so happy with them. They look really shiny, really healthy. They're still really they're still pretty wet and shiny because of the oil, but yeah, that's what my nails look like. And I think as a finishing touch, I'm gonna add a little bit of hand cream just to give my overall hand some love, some care as well. Yeah, I know this is not the most hyped up, energetic content for you guys, but I hope it was therapeutic, and I hope you guys take time to also give some self-love to yourself. And I hope you guys have a lovely Valentine's Day, whatever you will be doing. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye. Dee -dee -dee -dee.